All right, guys, I am back to make the watch list for tomorrow, October 16th, and the S&P futures had a pretty green day today. We had the moving average crossover yesterday, and then price then moved up. So it is a little bit down heading into after hours, but overall, it was a pretty good day. So we'll get started with some stocks for tomorrow to put on the watch list. We'll start with DTSS. Okay, don't like the way this one closed. So it pumped all the way up to 739 and then it dumped and it closed at 334. So I'm not going to put that one on the watch list for tomorrow. So we will move on to FTNW. Not a fan of this shooting star candle to close the day. It's another pump and dump. We'll look at the hourly just to see what the hourly looks like. It did close above moving averages on the hourly. It's going to run into resistance at this VWAP the following day. But I'm not a fan of this right now, so I don't think I would put this on the watch list right now. Let's take a look at DNJR. Okay, so this one is reversing. It got above moving averages. It's going to run into resistance around $1 and then $1.50, so it does have a little room to go, which I kind of like. And it is above the moving averages on the hourly. So I think I'm going to put this one on DNJR. And this is all right. Oops. Price is reversing. Watch for potential continuation with resistance around $1 and $1.50. All right, let's take a look at GRNQ. I don't like that. This is also another pump and dump today. We had a lot of pump and dumps today. So I'm not a fan of what that did. So we'll take a look at CTST. Okay, we were talking about this in the stream this morning, and I wanted to see it get above that 142 and then get above 159. It did not. It sort of just traded sideways all day, so I'm not going to put that one on the watch list because it never even broke the high today. So we'll take a look at GLG. So we can see a really big gap. And they say all gaps must fill, but that gap was from 2010, so it's got to fill one of these days. I do kind of like this bull pennant I see on the 5-minute to end the day. And it is reversing on the hourly, so I do like this one. And it's going to run into resistance at this 200 SMA. So I am going to put that on. Just going to make it an even 67. Okay. Bull pennant on 5-minute. Watch for resistance around 200 SMA on daily. All right, that is GLG. Let's take a look at ASNA. Also like that this is holding its highs on the day. Let's look at the hourly, see if we've got any. It's riding the 9 on the hourly. So I do like this one. Let's see. Price is riding the 9 on hourly. Watch for potential continuation with resistance around $1. So that is ASNA. Let's take a look at ABEO. Okay, so this one hammered out a pretty strong base and now it is reversing. It's going to run into resistance around 340. And you can see this bull pennant on the hourly. So we do like that. Bull pennant on hourly. Watch for resistance around 340. So that is ABEO, APHA. Okay, so this one did close right above this 20 EMA, but it's a spinning top, which means it is indecisive, which I am not the biggest fan of, but let me look at the hourly, see if the hourly. So there's a bull flag on the hourly and it stayed above moving averages. And you can see a cup and a handle. So I think I'm going to put this on with resistance at that 50. It just needs to stay above that 20 come tomorrow. Cup and handle on hourly. Watch for resistance around 50 SMA on daily. Okay, that is APHA, CREG, don't love it based off the daily, so let me look at the hourly, see if the hourly shows me anything different, and I don't like that. That's a little too sloppy, so I am not going to force that on the watch list. Let's take a look at AZRX. That's too close to the 20 for resistance, so it's too close to resistance. Not going to put that on. CNST. This would have been a good one today. Rode the 9 almost all the way up. The only reason why I would not want to put it on is because it's had 4 green days in a row and people are going to want to take their profits. So that makes me nervous that tomorrow could be the day that people take their profits. So I think I'm going to skip that one. All right, ANTE. Okay, let me see if it filled. Nope, it's not done filling the gap, but it is reversing. It's like it hammered out a base here. Gonna run into resistance around 130. Let me look at the hourly. Ooh, that is a really ugly hourly chart, so I'm gonna skip that one. I don't want to force a stock onto the watch list just to have stocks on there. So we'll take a look at AUPH. So closed above the 9. Resistance is going to be at the 20. Looks like it's reversing. And you can see cup, handle, and bull flag will be run into resistance around 540. So I think I'm going to put this on. Cup and handle on hourly. Watch for resistance around 503 and 540. And that's AUPH, EROS. And it's too close to resistance for me, so I'm not going to put that on. CCCL doesn't really have any volume, but it does have a bit of a gap to fill, so it's got room up to, it's too close to resistance. I'm not going to put that on. Let's take a look at EXPR. Kind of had this double top, so I would be worried that it's going to form a triple top. Doesn't mean it doesn't have some room to run to make that triple top. However, you can see a double bottom on the hourly. Did have a tweezer top to sort of reverse, but it's going to run into resistance around 353, which would make sense about right where this top is. Let me look at the hourly again. It's got about a potential 40-cent move, and this is a bullish engulfing and a tweezer bottom. So I think I'll put that on. Double bottom on hourly. Watch for resistance around 350. That's EXPR. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 stocks on the day trade watch list. So I'm going to keep it right there. I don't want to put too many stocks on, because when you have too many stocks, then it gets hard to watch all of them, and then you can miss some moves. So I'm going to move over to the swing trade. And because swing trading is a little more difficult right now with the market, I found some potential plays already that I will show you why. So I picked BABA because it is in an ascending triangle, and it's getting close to the top of it. Tried to break it a couple times and didn't, but moving averages are pinching and crossing. So it's going to run into resistance around 180. So it's got some room to move. So I'm going to put it on. Ascending triangle on daily. Watch for resistance around 180. And then if it breaks out of 180, it's got room all the way up to 186 and then 197. So it's got some room to go if it goes bullish. And then I put MU on. I was riding the 9 pretty much all day today. And it's got this little gap to fill, so it's going to run into resistance around 48.50. And you can see a double bottom on the daily. So I am going to put that on. Double bottom. Oh, and I just saw that change. Don't like that. Double bottom on daily. Watch for resistance around 48.50. All right, so that is going to be the watch list for tomorrow, for October the 16th. We have our day trade and our swing trade watch lists. So I will go ahead and put those up on the website, and then we can get those going for tomorrow. So I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see